Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? As you can see over in Syria, the people celebrated throughout the night. Trump had lifted all sanctions off Syria. He is trying to bring peace to the Middle East once again, and he seems to be doing not only a great job, but a very supportive job. The thing about Syria is their new leader is actually a terrorist. He's a known terrorist, he's an active terrorist, and the leader of Syria. But when you watch interviews of world leaders that have met with him, something seemed to have changed about him. Gotten clean shaved, put on his suit. So apparently he is turning from his terrorist ways and is now more focused on doing what he can to bring prosperity and stability to the Syrian people. So if you watch Trump do his speech over during the World Peace Summit, the speech was very powerful. You've seen the king of Saudi Arabia, bin Salman, stand up and give him a standing ovation. So Trump is not only asking for peace in the Middle East, he's actually demanding it, promising the region prosperity if they agree. He's gotten these countries teaming up against Iran. Even countries that support Iran are telling Iran, you need to get your shit together, dude. We want prosperity. We're tired of all the fighting. We all want peace in the Middle East. And it looks like Trump is going to get his way. He told Iran, do away with your whole dreams of having a nuclear bomb. Get rid of it. And I will lift the sanctions and let Iran and the Iranian people be prosperous all over again. They are the number one state supporters of terrorist groups, and Trump's not going to tolerate that anymore. So the alternative for Iran is not very good for their government nor the people of Iran. Just go along with peace and you'll live prosperously. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. Here you go, look at this. Syria. Debts to the World Bank cleared by Saudi Arabia and Qatar. So the World Bank Group announced on Friday that the Saudi Arabia and Qatar paid off Syria's approximately $15.5 million debt to the bank, making Damascus eligible to receive new loans. So good, they get to start all over fresh, as long as they stay out of trouble. Effective May the 12th of this year, the arrears of approximately $15.5 million due to the International Development Association by the Syrian Arab Republic have been cleared. The payment to clear the arrears was made by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the State of Qatar, the World Bank Group said in a statement. See, look at these people are not kidding. They want peace there. They even went so far as to pay the debt of Syria to give them a whole fresh new start. There's no sanctions, and now they're allowed to take out loans and they're allowed to rebuild their countries. Hopefully the new leader of Syria takes advantage of this in a good way and keeps the peace in the Middle East. So consequently, the country's eligibility for new operations has been reinstated, subject to compliance with applicable World Bank operational policies. The Saudi press agency on April 27th published a joint statement by Saudi Arabia and Qatar in which they announced their plan to settle Syria's outstanding debt to the World Bank. They also called on the international and regional financial institutions to promptly resume and expand their development engagement in Syria and to expand efforts in line with their mandates to improve the lives of Syrian people and realize their aspirations for a future marked by opportunity and well-being, contributing to the broader stability and prosperity of the region. You know, after decades of fighting in that place, after all this fighting, I think the people are just tired of it, because it's the governments that are causing these fights, not the people. It's not the people of Iran causing all the problem. It's the government. It's not the people of Syria causing all the problem. It was the government. Just like in Iraq, it wasn't the Iraqi people that caused all the problem. It's the government. You can see right here, the World Bank suspended operations in Syria 14 years ago when the civil war erupted. The war and years of sanctions have left Syria's infrastructure crumbling and its economy in tatters, providing challenges for the country's new rulers. IDA, the World Bank Group's fund for the poorest countries, provided zero or low interest loans and grants to countries for projects and programs that boost economic growth, build resilience, and improve the lives of poor people around the world, the World Bank Group said in a statement. United States President Donald Trump announced during his recent visit to Saudi Arabia his intentions to lift sanctions on Syria as part of a broader strategy to normalize relations with Damascus. Several European countries have already removed their sanctions. In April, the United Kingdom lifted sanctions it had imposed on Syrian ministries, intelligence agencies, and state-affiliated media outlets during the rule of toppled dictator Bashar Assad. So look, in Iran they can have the same thing. With all this peace, if you can avoid conflict, do you understand how much prosperity would be there? These countries would grow economically, and this includes Iraq. These people would have stronger currencies, more economic growth, and long periods of prosperity. And this includes Iraq. Speaking of economy, look at this. Baghdad summit will attract investments of $30 billion to Iraq. The funny thing is, when you read this, you're like, $30 billion, geez. Trump just secured $4 trillion in investments for the United States. So yeah, $30 billion is nothing to really just laugh at. That's a lot of good money for investments in Iraq. This is why people keep asking me about the Iraqi stock exchange, you guys. Look at, that's long term. We're betting on the growth of Iraq. Long term, not short term, and not a one-time being. We're not just going, oh, we got this currency and it's going to change to this amount and we're going to get super rich overnight. No. We're thinking long terms. We don't want a one-time shot. We want ongoing prosperity. We want these payments to come out, money to be sent to us regularly. That's something you pass down to family members. All right? It's just like you would investing in stocks over here in the United States. If you're listening to all these content creators and they're telling you how great the economy is in Iraq and how much it's going to grow, then the Iraqi stock exchange might be a great choice for you if you really believe that Iraq is going to grow economically. So I do think it's funny that the content creators focus on the economy like that's the only thing that's going to make the value of the Iraqi dinar go up. It's not, but it's nice for you who are interested in the stock to listen to what they have to say, because the stock is focused on the economy big time. So here it is. Iraq thinks they're going to attract $30 billion in investment into Iraq. That's a good chunk of money for Iraq. And you can see right here, government advisors, Baghdad summit may lead to economic memorandums of understanding that benefit Iraq. So you see, Iraq is focused on growing the economy, which is, again, a huge incentive for you to think about investing into the Iraqi stock exchange. Just look at the number down below, give them a call, tell them Pimpy sent you. They'll walk you through all the steps. Here's another article. Look at this. Iraq Investment Forum. Over 130 investment opportunities. Baghdad on the verge of historic event. Arab summit amid regional hopes and many challenges. Here's where they could put a lot of pressure on Iran to get in line. Just like last time, Trump had him in a financial pinch before Biden got in office and gave him the billions of dollars for some damn reason. Because Iran back then was ready to fold. You can see what their goal is. The hosting comes after vigorous diplomatic efforts by Baghdad over the past years to strengthen its regional position and restore its pivotal role in the region, which is witnessing rapid transformation and complex challenges. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Trump understood the role of al-Sudani. And I think Trump's willing to do what it takes to make Iraq real prosperous and the main pivotal area, as long as they stay out of trouble. Security is tightened up at all levels. They're going to be providing luxury accommodations for high-level guests and decorating the capital streets and receiving this important event. So yes, economical growth is looking really good for Iraq. But it's not the only thing you need to eyeball when it comes to Iraqi currency. Anyways, I look forward to hearing what you have to say. That's it for now. I'm out.